training. Why did you decide to pursue him, and how do you think he'll fit back into the group?
Yeah, I think he's a player obviously I know well, play with him. I've always liked him as a player and as a person, and he's got a really good character, which I always preach to me players. And obviously with Martin getting injured, he was a player who was available, who we felt it gives another body, another option to play, to come off the bench, and just gives us a bit more depth. So we decided to take the option up, and yeah, we're still hoping we get 1 or 2 more in the next couple of weeks, but just felt it was a good option for us.
He hasn't played obviously since November. How long will it take to get him up to speed?
Yeah, it'll take a little bit of time. Potentially maybe be on the bench tomorrow, on Saturday. But yeah, he's going to need a few weeks to get up to speed.
Ted, shifting over to Ted, what did you see in pre-season from Ted that you believed he could make an impact this year?
Yeah, he come in. He worked really hard in the off season. He come in and he's always got a great attitude. He works extremely hard in training, and he's got real quality. I think he can impact games, whether with his dribbling, with his eye for goal. He scored a few goals in pre-season, and I think he's come back a lot more mature than maybe what he was last season. So, no, I've been delighted with him all through the pre-season, and obviously he had a huge impact for us against Toronto, coming off the bench, and yeah, I think he's developing really well.
Seems like there's a real hunger.
Yeah, there is, and that's with all the young players. I think they all have that. That's why they're with us. They have that hunger and desire to play, and yeah, I'm pleased, and for all of them, for Ted, for Jackson, Fletcher, Matai, I think it was a really good day for the academy on Saturday, having 4 academy players on the pitch, 1 starting and 3 come off the bench.
Go ahead, Brian. Anyway, we'll start with Dave. Dave, you there?
Hi, yep, I'm here.
You got me now?
Yep, I can hear you now, yep.
Yeah. Sorry, this phone is going to be problems. But Wayne, there seems to be a real belief, and that's half the battle in a competitive league. You have to believe in what you're doing, and obviously the young players and everybody believes that showed on Saturday. How important was it to start with this club last summer to then get a result like this, the most incredible opening day I've ever seen, and I've seen them all?
Yeah, no, I think it was coming in last summer. I knew obviously what I was coming into, and knew it was going to be very difficult. It really allowed me to see the changes really I wanted to make, and that's both from a player point of view and a staff point of view, and obviously brought new staff in, new players in, and really allowed me the time to work with them on pre-season, and so it's one result, and of course it was a good result against a good team. You want to try and win your opening game, but we're pleased we got the win, and now we're obviously all our focus and attention is on Columbus. So, but yeah, I think coming in last summer really helped me get a better understanding of where the club was at.
Next, we'll go to Ryan.
I mean, I was wondering if there was any update on if you're going to get any, well, I guess it would be Derek back for consideration on Saturday, and any sort of update on Matai. I understand it was either cramping or a hamstring.
Yeah, Matai's fine. He's trained all week, and we're going to get that with him. He's still a very young lad, and 16-year-old, and still getting to know his body as well, and with the adrenaline of the games as such a young lad. We expect he'll get cramp now and again. So, but he's trained all week. And what was your other question? Sorry,
Update on Derek.
Oh, Derek has trained this week. Again, potentially, we're hoping to have him available for Saturday.
Cheers, thanks.
Thank you.
And we'll we'll go back to Dave.
And when you just named the 5 or 6 players in the academy, and that used to be unheard of, to have that many players, not only American, but also from the area. What is going on at the academy that allows such a seamless transition to the big club, which is, I'm sure you know that emotion because that's what you went through as a player.
Yeah, I think firstly, I think the academy are doing a fantastic job with the young players, and I think there's not just the lads who are with the first team. There's another group behind them who we're hoping will develop to be able to get their opportunity as well. And then secondly, I think for any young player, they need a coach who is willing to give them a chance. And I was lucky enough to have them last season, really see them firsthand for the second part of the season, and I really like what I've seen. I liked firstly the attitude, the desire to want to play, but then also on top of that the ability, and they've all worked hard in the pre-season, and I've said it to all the players. I'm a coach who will play young players if they're doing well in training and they deserve to play. So no, I'm delighted, and I said to Steve before, to have 4 players from the academy on the pitch, first game, opening game of the season. I think it's a real good thing for the club.
And for Saturday against Columbus, there's never a perfect game. So what do you want to see better, specifically considering the opponent, Columbus? Any thoughts you can share with us on that?
Yeah, I think there's lots of things we can do better, of course, and I think the 2 goals we gave away were sloppy. I think it was a silly free kick to give away on the edge of the box, and obviously giving the penalty away. And I think there was a 15-20 minute period in the second half where we weren't brave. We were turning the ball over too quickly. We didn't get the ball down. We didn't settle for that 20 minutes, which led to Toronto getting a bit more confident, and then going to getting the equaliser, and then eventually going 2-1 up. And it was actually after we went 2-1 down, and we actually made a few passes and started to feel our way back into the game. So I'm hoping we can control the game a little bit better for 90 minutes, not just 45.
Thank you.
Wayne, that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Steve, go ahead. One more. It was just one game, but to win in the fashion that you did and at home, do you notice a week later? Do you see, is the body language, is the confidence different after something like that?
I think it's definitely give the players more confidence. I think, of course, as I said, Toronto are a good team, and the way last season went, I think to open the season with 3 points certainly gives everyone a lift, players, staff, and you can feel that. But as I said before, we can't get ahead of ourselves. It's one win. We need to. I said this last year. We need to try and be consistent, and of course we're going to lose games in this league. It's almost impossible to go through it, and we're going to lose games. But we have to make sure we stay with a real consistency of performance and results to get to where we want to be.
And now you gotta prove it on the road too.
Yeah, so it's obviously more difficult to win away from home in this league, which the stats all show that. So we need to keep our focus, keep doing what we've been working on, and give all we can to try and get 3 points.
Thank you.